Hello everybody and welcome to Nethack Nights. My name is Casey Kolderup and you're here to watch some Nethack, but we are in the middle of summer and trying something new here after doing almost 6 months of Nethack. Going with something I'm calling the Nethack Nights SIDEQUESTs, which is basically going to try out some other games. Games that have either been influenced by Nethack or influenced by Rogue, the game that Nethack was kind of influenced by. There's a lot of games that kind of fall within the kind of banner of roguelikes, and Nethack is one of the biggest, most long-running ones. But another one that we've been looking at for a long time in the gaming scene is called Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. It's also frequently referred to as Crawl. So yeah, if you're out there watching on Twitch right now, make sure to pop out the chat, log in, and then you can go on the panel on the right-hand side, and you can hop in chat and come say hi. We got some people in there tonight. Alex is here. Excited to have Alex see Dungeon Crawl for the first time. And yeah, feel free to ask questions. I don't know a lot about this game in particular, but I'm learning some things. Hey Akira, how's it going? Yeah, we can play around. We can try to find some new stuff in this game and see what we can discover. I should have the graphics set up now so the tiles are slightly bigger, so it's easier to see what's going on. But let's see if that stuck. So, all right, let's pull down the screen, and yeah, the menu text is all still really tiny, but I think the game tiles should be bigger. So, let's go back to Minotaur Berserker like we were playing on Tuesday, and I want to start with a hand axe. Okay, cool. Yeah, so these tiles are bigger than they were last week or last session. So. Looking back at this game again, we have like an actual sidebar interface. We have kind of a main screen with the tiles on it, text at the bottom, which you can't see. Interesting. Let's fix that. And now the tiles are back to being really small again, aren't they? Well, they're bigger than they were on Tuesday, that's for sure. So you got this text down at the bottom that tells you what's going on, and then you have your inventory, special commands you can use, and you have a mini-map that actually grows as you're walking around, which is really helpful for a game like this where, especially now that we got the tiles so big, you can travel around the screen and it scrolls as you travel. And so to have this mini-map that shows you the whole map at like a, bird's eye view, it's just really useful. And this game is very heavily auto walk driven. It's meant to be played with a mouse, I think. There's all these sidebar tiles and stuff, it helps to have a mouse. There's even something called an auto explore, which you can use. Is it Shift A? O. You click O, and your character will actually just start walking around the dungeon until it finds something. So in this case, it walked through the door one step and it found a scroll and a robe, so I can go pick those up. That's a royal jelly. Not interested in the robe, but again, okay, so now we got an empty map now, and I can just hit O, and my character just like ran all the way up that hallway, like from right here to here, just because there was nothing kind of interesting going on in that section. So it's interesting. It can kind of speed up the pace of the game a little bit, and then once you get into an area with something to do, you can take it turn by turn. You can go back to using the keyboard, like I'm going to do here. I've got this thing throwing stones at me, but there we go. I'll kill the kobold, and I'll kill the rat, and in this game you have to chop up the corpses of enemies that you want to create food out of, as we learned last session. Okay, so let's go ahead and auto-explore again. See what we can find. There's a bat here we can kill pretty easily, and a potion. Ooze up ahead. I think that's pretty doable from this level in the game, as a berserker at least. So the Berserker is pretty similar to the Barbarian classes that we've been playing on Nethack for the most part. One of the major differences is that you have these like special abilities right from the beginning. And so this one that you get at the beginning, I can't look at it right now because we're about to do this level up. Let's do this first. So if you reach level 2, I just have to dismiss that message. The Berserk ability, it costs a whole bunch of your hunger. It actually just lowers your stamina, like your food meter, to a very low level. But it puts you into a berserker rage where you have more health, you have faster speed, you do more damage, and as long as you're killing things like within the span of a few turns from each other, or fighting things, I think. No, just specifically kills. You can extend, so you can kind of like chain through a whole crowd of monsters with this extended speed and more damage and higher health. But then when it wears off, then you fall into this like state of exhaustion where you can't use your berserk rage until it recovers. You're slower during that period. You might pass out. You're already hungry because you use up all your hunger in the process of using the berserk. So it's interesting that like you have that kind of trade-off, but you can identify times when it's useful to like activate, and you can kind of like go off with it. I'm gonna try to kill these creatures. There we go. Let's pick up this gold, and then let's go ahead and just auto-explore again. Just a staircase, nothing particularly interesting, but there's a kobold. I took a look around and it doesn't seem like people are really adding tiles to this game or anything, so it's pretty much just the standard skin as far as the tiles mode in this game. I could be wrong, there might be some out there, but didn't seem like there's at least a big scene for it like there is for Nethack tiles. Okay, let's go over here and auto-explore. Whoa, alright. So as you can see, it just cleared out like all the little nooks and crannies in this whole northwest quadrant of the map, which is pretty neat. And now we know that those are all empty. It seems like it's almost like some sort of breadth first search that it's doing, because it kept backing up down hallways and going back to look on other hallways, but maybe it has some other logic about where it's looking that I don't understand. I think I have lots of potions and scrolls in this floor. Oh, that's a teleport trap, so we'll avoid that. But we can step around it and go back to the hallway up here that we haven't been through, and hit explore. And that's everything, I guess, right? So with the minimap, it's pretty nice. We can actually just click on a tile, and it'll travel us to that spot on the minimap. Okay. So one thing I still haven't really figured out yet, I didn't do reading about this game like I said I might on Tuesday. I haven't figured out as far as identifying the things that I find. Oh, my fighting skill increased to level 4. Okay. That was all it was. I haven't found out from this game yet how I'm supposed to generally identify things. As far as like knowing which things are safe to put on, how to figure out which scrolls are identify scrolls. You know, in Nethack you learn certain shortcuts. You learn like the price of identify scrolls being so much lower than most of the things, so you can drop a scroll in a general store or a scroll shop to find out kind of what it is. Whoa. That worm hurt for a lot. What do we want to do about that? We'll go ahead and we'll berserk here. I'm okay with that. It gives a little extra health boost, and then we can always just, when we get out of that, we haven't actually found much in terms of, was that a worm corpse that I could have? Yeah, I could have eaten that. There we go. So we're gonna eat until we're not hungry anymore. And then we're going to rest. And the nice thing is there is a, in Nethack you can do a thing, you can type N to say that you want to do something a certain number of times, and then type like 50, and then hit S or period to just search or wait to regenerate health and kind of burn some time. In Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, they have a key that you can press. It appears to just be 5, I guess in the middle of the number pad, basically, where you can do that just quickly. 5 is to do it once, I see, and then the button does it for a certain amount of time. There we go. So you can regain your health. It'll rest until you regain your health or until 100 turns have passed, which is pretty cool. We reached level 3, so in Crawl, when you reach level 3, and I'm pretty sure what it looks like is every multiple of 3, basically, you get to choose an attribute to give stats to. So you can do Strength, Intelligence, and Dexterity. With the Berserker, I think the right choice is just Strength. I'm not sure. It might make sense to increase Dexterity at some point, but I'm just going to go for kind of min-maxing on the Strength, and our Strength is 22 now. Let's hit Auto Explorer and see what we can find. There's a potion up here. Scroll. Okay, and also interesting. In this case, we've managed to find a named character. There are a number of named creatures in this game. I've run into a handful of them already, and none of them have been the same thing, which is kind of cool. This one is named Robin, and she is a mountain hobgoblin recently come in search of the legendary orb. The orb is the Orb of Zot, which is essentially this game's Amulet of Yendor. You're looking for the orb and trying to retrieve it from the bottom of the dungeon, just like you are the Amulet in Nethack. So Robin apparently always comes with a small army of hobgoblins. But the nice thing about this is that we're confronting them in a hallway, so we're only going to fight one at a time, which is pretty cool. Although, whoa, okay. So I hit one, but then she threw a goblin over all of the goblins and behind me. So I'll kill that one, and then go back to fighting this one. So that's interesting that she can do that. I'd never seen something like that before. But should be able to kill her without too much trouble. Just anything interesting here? Just some cheap daggers. We'll chop up the corpses to get some food. And she had some potions, and a helmet, and a mace. I'm gonna refresh chat because I haven't seen anything in a while. I'm not sure if it's just because people are just listening or if I'm not seeing any updates for some reason. Got a lot of potions this game. Let's go ahead and just try putting on that. I got the helmet, didn't I? Why am I not wearing the helmet? Yeah, that's fine, Alex. No problem. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing any questions or something. It won't let me wear the helmet. Perhaps I'm probably because I'm a Minotaur, is my guess. Let's actually, we can probably click on the helmet and see. Well, it does say useless item, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say exactly why, but my guess is that it's grayed out because we just can't use it. It's kind of a bummer, but oh well. Oh, there's an altar back at the beginning of the level, wasn't there? Maybe I should. If this is probably an altar too, but if it's not, we should see if this is an altar, and if so, can I? No, apparently it's not an altar. I should look and see if I can identify the status of items, whether they're blessed, cursed, uncursed. Whoa, no trap. Okay, let's try that again. And not step on the teleport. Should have been using Auto Explorer, apparently.
Demo vibes, your demo seeing radio.
Okay, this is an altar. Let's go ahead and just try. If we drop the ring on the altar, it doesn't do anything. Yep, dropping scrolls doesn't do anything either. Huh, okay. So I'm not really sure how you're supposed to know what rings and what scrolls you can use. anyone out there has played this game and knows the answer, please feel free to tell me. Let's put on this cloak. It's cursed. See? I have to have some way to know what these things are, like if they're safe or not, but I don't know. It's interesting. There's a way to see, is it control? No. I can look it up in here. I want to see, there we go. Does it say what the cursed cloak gave us? Says deathly cold, which I don't know if it's actually actively killing us or if it's just something about the cloak being cold. Or like cold enchanted, ice enchanted. Oh, there was an altar in here, okay. I forgot that I can go diagonally in these things, obviously. There's a staircase up and a scroll. Kind of forest area. Apparently I can actually hurt these fungus. Ah, and there's a named character in the woods here. Let's see if I can do damage to him. I am lethally poisoned. Okay, let's drink a potion. Or can we, now that we're in Berserk Rage? It put us into Berserk Rage automatically. Yeah, I can't. So I'm probably dead here. Whoa. Oh, I'm not dead here, okay. Although I'm still poisoned, right? I need my Berserk Rage to wear off. Okay. 3 health points. I need to eat food. Oh, that took too long. While I was eating, I died. So let's take a look here. Our rings, protection from magic, resist corrosion. We had 4 scrolls of identify. So it does seem like scroll-wise, you get enough scrolls that you have a lot of them, and when you start picking up and you have like a bunch of one scroll, it seems like over time that has kind of the idea that things like identify and teleport have been more common has been nice save. Yeah, well, that was on a lag, I guess, on stream lag, I guess. Going into EF early, you should just berserk. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling that that guy was probably something that I should be concerned about, but I don't know what I'm doing in this game, so I just took a stab at him. I did have 2 potions of curing, so I probably should have waited to eat and just search through my inventory for some potions right away. So okay, let's go ahead and start again. Let's go with the mace. Oh, cool. So we started in like a forest area this time. Alright, here's a rat. Something to kill. Alright, now we're talking. Got some monsters, got a scroll. Gonna kill this bat, maybe? Okay, there we go. Let's heal up. An amulet here. Okay, here's a ring. Crossbow bolts we won't be needing. It's funny how fast you can burn through these levels even though they're so huge using that auto-explore ability. Let's go this way. Got a big room here. Need a throwing net. That seems like it could be useful. I wonder if it's reusable or not. Let's go over here to this corner. Okay, we'll clear that out. And then down here where we started, is this... What? We can walk in this water, right? But not in the deeper ones. I don't want to take any chances. In Nethack, when you walk in water, it's kind of brutal. You lose a bunch of items. Let's, okay. Yeah, I'm just confused about the water, so I can't use auto-explore right now. Let's go ahead and go downstairs. See if we can clear out most of this floor. I'm really tired of getting rocks thrown at me. We reach level 3, so we'll upgrade our strength. Yeah, throwing in this game does not necessarily have to be just along a straight line, from what I can tell. So you can actually set a target, and it can try to throw at it from. You have like a targeting reticule that you bring up. Definitely makes ranged attacks interesting, but we're playing as Berserker, so I'm trying to stick to the melee. Alright, let's go down here. Plenty of critters, but our counterattacks are doing real work on them when they attack us. Okay, let's try to kill this kobold. It's one of those random altars. We saw these on Tuesday as well. I'm gonna take my chainsaw with the shield. Oh, there's one. Right. It's a long time to put a shield on. It's kind of a cool little beach area. Level 4. Here's an altar to the Shining One. We are devoted to Trog. I tried changing religions on Tuesday night, and it did not go well at all. Trog waited until I was in a corner of the map, two 2 hallways as my only exits, and I mean, it might have been random chance, but it seemed like it was intentional. And then summoned 4 or 5 polar bears, which I just immediately could not do anything about. They just murdered me very, very quickly, very handily. So in Nethack, it is also a real traumatic experience to. It can be very dangerous to switch religions, and apparently in this game it is just the same. Even though it seems like there are just a lot of altars in this game. In Nethack, an altar is kind of a rare thing, and honestly, as part of it is because I guess it also gives you advantages no matter who it is. But I'm still not totally sure if there's not some reason why I should be using the altars when I find them in some other way besides praying at them. But maybe we'll find out more later. That's a teleport trap that I can't get around, so let's try to find... Nope, there's no way around it. At least not visible on the map. There is a Moth of Wrath, and it appears to be in some kind of prison cell. And here's Terrence. Terrence is a violent murderer who kills for both pleasure and profit. Terrence has been forced into hiding after a botched job. He's a price on his head, and he can't afford to leave anyone who sees him alive, so... Should be fun. I'm gonna back off and just try to fight things here in this hallway. I should berserk, I guess. Probably be good. Nice. Let's go ahead and take Terrence's stuff. I'm going to eat some of the flesh that I have on hand, and I'll go ahead and... hey, it's an altar to Trug. That's good news. Okay. I'm not sure what I can do about the moth, but what's interesting here is that Terrence's hideout has a bunch of different weapons in it. I think the flail is probably the one of choice for me, but while we're here at the altar of Trog, we can go ahead and pray here, I guess. Let's just as he's pleased with us. If we drop things in an aligned altar, does it do something? Boy HS says, I'm playing an older version usually, and I tell you what, they updated the tile. Oh, I'll tell you what, they updated the tiles for monsters, the new ones are so ugly. Yeah, these tiles are not the most attractive tiles I've seen. Someone on Tuesday said that there was a very freeware aesthetic to them, which I kind of agree. I mean, it's a freeware game, obviously, but I'm not a huge fan of the style of the tiles, for sure. But for being unfamiliar with the game, I find it easier to use the tiles, and I think it's probably more... I think viewers probably like the tiles better too. In general, I should probably switch to tiles for Nethack, even though I'm playing on console for the most part. So I'm not sure if there's anything else I can do here at the altar besides just pray. I can maybe be offering things to him. Is there a? Is Auto Explorer not offer? Here's Robin again. I get to fight Robin. So. Seems doable right now. Not too worried about it. There's Robin. Hit level 5 in the process of killing her. Should probably be berserking right now, shouldn't I? I have the food. I have pizza. Okay. So let's go ahead and pick up some cool stuff from that. We can't wear the helmet, obviously. But we can go ahead and eat. I'm not hungry enough anymore. We can rest, get our health back. Oh right, so let's see, we found 2 pieces of scale mail, one from Robin and one from, the other name guy. Okay, one of them was cursed, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and read, a scroll that I have 8 of, which turns out it's an NFI. And what I would like to do is find a scroll of Remove Curse. So let's see if G might be it. Hey, that's it. So let's go ahead and read the scroll of Remove Curse. That was incredibly lucky. And now we're just wearing +0 scale mail, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to drop the other scale mail that we're not wearing. And drop the animal skin. Now that I know specifically that I don't have any more possibilities to remove curse, I'm not going to put on anything else just yet. Including the Morning Star, the flail, the ring, the amulet. I just don't want to take that chance, but we can go ahead and identify some of these things. You can find out, like, if the amulet has a good... It's an Amulet of Dismissal, which I'm not really sure. Oh, AA for Berserk, thank you. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and Google that real fast to find out what... Dismissal. Maybe just, like, sends monsters away. It's like a... generates a field that teleports away attackers who harm you 10% of the time. That's kind of cool. It doesn't seem like it's a fantastic amulet, but I don't have another amulet right now, so... I guess it could be a problem if I, like, send away a creature that I'm about to kill. It could be pretty annoying. Let's go ahead and let's read another scroll of Identify and find out what this ring is. Sustain attributes. Sustain attributes cuts any temporary loss of stats in half, rounding down. That includes sickness. Note that most sources of stat loss cause you to lose a single point, so this ring completely negates those. That seems really valuable, actually. I'll go ahead and put that on. Nope, that's not the right button. I prayed to Frog and he was happy about it. Let's put the ring on. And actually, that's interesting. When I identify an item, it tells me if it's uncursed. So I'm going to go ahead and keep using these scrolls to identify and find out about... So the flail. We got the flail off of that one guy we killed. Okay. Morning Star is just normal Morning Star. We can find out which one is actually worth the most damage, though, right? Base accuracy +3, base damage 8. -2, base damage 13. And base accuracy 0, base damage 10. So that seems like the kind of the best of all of those situations. Okay, so we got some armor. Prevent ourselves from some sickness stat losses. Although poison is definitely still kind of intimidating in this game. It can be a real problem. Oh, remove curse, nice. Good scrolls to have. Alright, plate armor I'm guessing is not what we want as a berserker. I could just be role-playing too much, but that's not what I want. I want to remove the armor that I'm not wearing anymore. Yeah, one thing I said on Tuesday, but is even more evident now, is I really like in this game that as you equip things on your character avatar changes. So my wonderful Minotaur Berserker is now wearing purple shoes. Let's go back down this hall. Auto-explorer does not want to go down the hallway for some reason. It's just... Okay, there we go. Got the gold at the end of the hallway. Kill this cockroach. And, nope, nothing there, so we'll go around here. There's a potion here. That's nice. Oop. Let's berserk. Okay. I thought it was. Haven't quite explored the whole level, but getting close. Yeah, so one thing that I really like about roguelikes in general is, you know, not all these have this kind of systems, obviously, but the ones that do, a lot of them have this concept of kind of like, you find these, like, lots of things around the course of the dungeon or whatever environment you're exploring. Like, just, people are, like, everyone that you're fighting, like, has an item, or is using a weapon, or has some armor on. Like, there's a chance for all these kinds of things that implies that they're living in this world, that they play by the same rules as you do, that they find items and equip them, that they hoard potions or scrolls, and I really like that mystery of like finding something and discovering and having that as part of what you're carrying around and being like, this could be incredibly, you know, like there's always a small chance that a scroll you pick up in Nethack is like, we picked up a Blessed Scroll of Genocide on like the 3rd level of one of our runs a couple weeks ago. And this idea that like something that powerful could just, it's not likely to be at the very beginning of the game, but you never know, it's possible. And you have this thing in your inventory that like, should you be protecting it? Should you be stashing it somewhere safe? Should you be holding on to it so you can read it in a pinch when things are going wrong? Like, all that kind of tension of like, objects in the world and like what they're worth and when you should use them and all that kind of stuff is just really interesting to me. But one thing I like about Nethack in particular is that it gives you these systems to like essentially have a... It feels like the world gives you outs to find out what to do with them, right? Like, oh, we got another level 6, so we can level up our strength again. So, like, you found a wand in Nethack, right? Well, great. One thing you can do is you can engrave into the ground with it, and it might give you a status effect, or like a line of text that tells you, like, exactly which wand it is, which you can learn over time. Or it might be that you find a ring, and if you drop that ring into a sink, it tells you a line of text that can tell you what the ring is. But then the thing is that with the ring, you've lost that ring because you threw it on the sink. There's like a 1 in 10 chance or something like that that it doesn't go down the drain, and then you can just grab it back and use it again, and use it, put it on if you want to. But more frequently, what happens is, and I'm poisoned again here. More frequently, what happens is I'm just gonna try to find out what a cure potion is. There we go. You lose that ring, but then you know, like, okay, next time I find a ring of invisibility, I'll know what it is. And so then you like have that urge to like find that ring again, and you're looking for it, and you're so excited if you find one. And I just really like that idea of having like this relationship with the items in the world and the creatures in the world also having that sense of like, this is valuable and important to me. This is something scary. It's a hound. Okay. And there's something scary behind it. And I guess so far, I'm hoping that kind of system exists in this world. But so far, what I've seen is just kind of like things scattered around, and I can find out like, okay, well, the potion that I have the most of is probably Cure. Like the scroll that I have the most of is probably Identify or Teleport. But there's probably some of the more ways to like make use of the environment to find out what things are, right? I just assume there are. I probably need to go read about them, because in Nethack, I mostly learned them by talking to people or by reading things. So this is interesting. There's an altar to Makleb here, and there's an empty arch of ancient stone that's just kind of like hovering here, which is really ominous, but I'm going to go ahead and walk into it and see. No, it doesn't do anything. It's a bummer. Okay. I was hoping it was going to take us to some kind of like horrifying netherworld or something. It'd be in full 3D with VR compatibility. I don't know. That was a scary corner though, with all the blood and human corpses and whatnot. Scorpions can poison me, I believe. A little bit scary. I'm back onto this corner here, so I don't have to fight multiple things at once. Yep, there's the poison, just in time. I'm gonna go ahead and use another potion of curing. And I'll rest. Hey, it's a shop. It's interesting. The shop is... Oh, wow, it's like a menu that you go into. That's kind of cool. I don't have much gold, actually. I want this +3 chainmail of poison resistance is what I really want, but I need another 100 gold to be able to buy that. I mean, also probably Shadow Dragon armor would be pretty cool. +2 Cloak of the Thief gives Fog, Slay, and Stealth. But yeah, I want the poison resistance. I'm used to having poison resistance as a barbarian in Nethack, and I miss it. Plus 100 gold seems like a reasonable goal, right? I could probably find that on this level if I get lucky. For example, here's some gold and a pizza. Gained 11 gold just there, so that's 10% of what I needed. Alright, so the whole floor is explored. Nothing else seems to be going on right now, so let's go ahead and just go downstairs, and we can come back to the shop if we need to. Oh. There is a Minotaur shooting arrows at me. Level 7. Kill this wolf. Now, the problem here is that I do have poison again. And I don't have any scrolls, or potions of curing. Let's just see if we can rest it off, because we're still pretty high health right now. There we go, yeah. Okay. We lost a few hit points in the process of resting, but then when the poison wore off, we can just rest the rest of it. And, okay, there's a spell book, which we don't need as Berserker, but what we can do is actually throw it at someone and then first light it on fire, which I'm going to do here, actually. Oops, that's not...
Nectarine. 100%.
Alright. The Wyvern fell into our trap, walked over to that spellbook, so now I'm going to light it on fire. The Wyvern is engulfed in roaring flames. Nice.
Nectarine. 100% demo scene.
It's going to be a very, very big hit.
Nectarine.ojuice.net.
So apparently Trog, the deity, hates magic so much that he gives you special favor when you kill magic users, and if you have spellbooks on the ground, you can make him light them on fire divinely. Mace Beast. Nice. Let's just keep auto-exploring. Get the scroll. A Crimson Imp and a Jelly. And some other scary stuff coming up here. Get our positioning in line, although we are not poisoned. Let's go upstairs and rest that poison off. Oh, the poison's already gone. That's good. Zombies in this level. Some more gold, that's good. Getting closer to our poison resistance goal. Here's a phantom. I've seen one of these before and it's a little bit scary, but it also tends to run away when it takes damage. Oh, destroyed it. Nice. We've reached level 8. And we got a side effect message that probably tells me that I gained some sort of speed. Intrinsic, or leveled up my dexterity or something. Probably kill this wizard. There we go. I'm hungry. Is there anything I can chop up here? Nope. So we'll use a ration. Actually, let's eat a pizza. Yum, anchovies. Nice. Alright, let's heal up. Nothing bothered us while we were resting, which is good. $258 gold. I don't think was quite enough, was it? Dagger of electrocution seems... I don't know if I can do offhand with Berserker class. Is the whole... Yeah, the whole level's been explored. Hi John, how's it going? So let's go ahead and go down to the shop and see if we can afford that cloak that I wanted. Oh, there's some kind of skeleton monster coming at me. There we go. Yep. Nice. It was exactly... We had just enough gold, like literally down to the wire on gold. So let's go ahead and put on the +3 chainmail poison resistance. And hey, let's put on that glowing cloak. Why not? It is a +0 cloak of magic resistance. So that's good news. Let's drop the scale mail and drop the regular cloak. Really need some way to identify more of these potions and scrolls. Okay, let's go back to down staircase and head down to level... what is it? Oops. Dungeon 6. I need to find some monsters and get some meat. Here's a jelly. Not gonna create anything for me. Sky beast, huh? It is invisible. There it is. Okay. Kill the centaur. Ooh, there's somebody down here. Duvessa is a plain-looking elven fighter who is technically brilliant in many forms of combat, but overconfident because of it. She's complemented by the magical skills of her twin brother, Dowen. Whoop. The orc just teleported me away, I think. Let's go back. I want to fight this. Something is hurting me very badly. I got teleported away. And now I'm in a room with Grinder, who is a chaotic, inefficient shadow imp, previously employed as a torturer in one of the lower circles of hell. He has a tendency to complain and make inane statements. Okay. That seems like fantasy. Oh, I'm just being, like, warped, like, all the time now, which is really scary. Let's kill his jelly and keep running away. Oh god, there's a giant frog here. No! I can't close the door because there's a creature in the doorway. Let's go downstairs. Oh, there's more monsters down here. I'm gonna make a break for it. Keep trying to run. Okay. We killed things. We're gonna rest and hope nothing else comes up the stairs. Doesn't. Kill these things one at a time. Hopefully, there we go. Get some food. Get our health back up, stamina back up. Okay. So that teleportation was kind of scary. I'm not sure what I can do about that besides waiting until I get some kind of auto pickup still off. There we go. Not sure what I can do about that until I get some kind of stabilization sort of enchantment. But I seem to clear out this area. This is a spellbook shop, right? Yeah, it's not really going to help me as a berserker. Oh, Sigmund, that's the other brother, right? Try to kill him. I'm not hitting him. I'm hitting a couple times. Oh god, okay. I should have berserked earlier, probably, right? I keep forgetting that I have that as a barbarian. What should we do? We already know that none of these are... I can't do potions because I'm berserk right now. Okay, I killed Sigmund. Let's eat food and then regain health. Okay. So that went not great. Something scary is here. I really need to be berserking fast, like sooner in battle. Here comes Grinder. reached level 9, so we'll level our strength up again. And should have room to get our health back up. No, not this time. I am now being teleported. I'm cast into the abyss. What just happened? I just got cast into the abyss, and I have no idea what that means or where I am. This branch contains... Oh, killing monsters will force the abyss to allow you passage. This branch contains the abyssal rune of Zot. And I found a box of beasts, which I don't really want to open right now. Not hungry, I just need to... Oh, God. A weirdly shaped... So they're just like Cthulhu monsters all over this area. Oh, I found a gateway leading out of the abyss. Interesting, okay. I'm getting out of that gateway, but those monsters followed me. Let's berserk and try to kill them, but I don't know how that's gonna... Yeah, we died. Okay. Those beasts were hitting me for like 10, 20 hit points all at once, so... Yeah, so see, we just had all this stuff in our inventory. I don't really know, like... Could I have known what to do with all of these? I'm not really sure. I feel like I might need to learn a little bit more about this game to really get to the next level with it. So I might need to go read some spoilers or something. But that was, obviously, as you can see, my best run by far. I made it to level 9. Or sorry, to level 6. Experience level 9. And my score was, 20 times higher than my previous high score. So pretty cool. It's a very cool game. Let's go ahead and start one more game, and it'll probably be enough. Hopefully, if it goes well. It's probably gonna wrap up the night here. This is a really cool. You can look at the map here. It's like a series of concentric circles. Or like the levels in this game can have different, like, unique layouts. What is this centaur barding? Oh, it's a piece of armor designed for a centaur. Not much use to us. Leather armor. +1 leather armor of positive energy. I feel more protected from negative energy. Well, that's good. I wouldn't want any negative energy in my life. There's some Twitch streamers who could use some armor of positive energy. Let's check this corner over here. Oh, this goes way up here. And we'll be at dead end. Hopefully something's at dead end, but... Oh, actually, the second round. Okay, interesting. Here's Gecko, we can kill that, and then... The the level is done explored. Okay. Let's head for closest stairs. Go down. Here's an opulent altar, but it is not to Trog. So I don't care. Let's keep exploring, pick up some gold. Reach level 3, so we get our stat bonus. Here are some gnolls. They're a little bit tougher than some of the earlier monsters, but should be. Oh, yikes. Nope. I need to berserk, because I'm not doing that enough. Keep exploring. One thing I do like about having all of these named creatures around the dungeon is that it gives you this sense of kind of like some sort of set pieces early in the game. You have things that like matter, that you find like unique discoveries, and I mean eventually you see all of them, I would assume, before too long, but it still gives you a sense of like, oh, I found this creature, in the same way that you get excited about finding an altar or finding a mine town. You know, getting a piece of gear off of that creature can be useful, and it gives an excuse for there to be valuable gear lying around instead of just like, oh, there just happened to be a really good piece of armor sitting on the floor in this level 2 dungeon. Which never really makes, you know, much sense. Let's heal back up. Not much on the floor. It's all cleared out, so go back here to the stairs and go downstairs because we're actually out of food, so I need to find some more monsters ASAP. The snake poisoned me. Not happy about. Too bad. Oh, one of my old ghosts came into view. It is wielding a weapon of freezing. Here's my ghost. Can I kill my ghost? The ghost talks to you, wow. Oh, come on, I killed the ghost and I don't get my weapon? It mentioned the weapon. Boo. We're poisoned, so I'm gonna rest immediately so our health is getting lower. Level 6. And collecting plenty of items, as usual, scrolls, lots of potions. a lot of named creatures this early on this time around. Okay, so this level is cleared out. We can head to the next floor. Nothing interesting really on this level. Just had to clear stuff out. Might be worth checking to see if this scroll is, yep, identified. And in that case, I'm going to find out what this amulet is. An uncursed amulet of the gourmand. Does that make me gain more from eating, or stamina from eating? Let's find out. Consume meat like a carnivore without reducing your ability to consume vegetarian fare, but functions fully only after some time has passed. If you eat meat while the amulet is still attuning itself to you, you will only gain partial nutrition from each chunks you eat. So this is only really useful to vegetarian. Oh, this amulet also lets us bear to eat fresh raw meat when not hungry, and drastically increases the nutrition you can get from them. These effects in the wearer's digestion are cumulative over time and are initially small. Yeah, okay, that seems like at least worth putting on. I do that. I always pray to my god instead of putting these on the key mapping from Nethack. We can identify some other things as well. We have 3 more identify scrolls. Let's find out if the potions are of agility. What about the emerald potions? Potions of flight. Heal wounds. Okay, that's a good one to know. If we get into a pinch, we'll know we can use those. Right, we're done. So let's go downstairs. I'd like to find something unique on this floor if I can before I have to stop for the night. That ant poisoned me, and I'm going to quickly start resting before I go and do anything else that I can burn the poison off. Almost cleared out the level. There's some stuff in the bottom we haven't looked at yet. I'll have that nice soon. The auto explorer. Figure it out for me though. It's really funny to just watch it doing the auto explorer for a long time when it doesn't find anything new for quite a while, just zooming around the map like that. Alright, we'll head to level 5 and see if we can find something interesting. Still have not found any real named creatures in this run. I'm not sure if there's a standard time that those start getting put on the map. Let's hit level 7. That altar is kind of creepy. The altar to Zom. Oh, it changes faces too as you walk around. Hi, Cynthia Kitty. I am also pretty new to Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, but welcome to the channel. I have been playing Nethack for a while on stream, and this was one of the games people recommended that I try as an alternative in the genre, the RPG sort of procedurally generated genre. Enchanted Whip. I don't know if that's something that I should be interested in trying out. I've been leveling up my flail skill. Yeah, I do like playing roguelikes a lot, actually. Particularly our kind of RPG, sort of top-down version. How about you? Wow, this is an interesting room. These are... I don't know what those red X's are for. It doesn't tell me when I hover over them. Oh, God. Staircase to the Ecumenical Temple. Huh. Hello, Entropy Embrace. How's it going? Oh, that's kind of cool. It's, there's like a whole room of altars, like for every god. Well, maybe not every, because I don't see... Is Krom? Or is Trog here? It's a room full of altars, and they don't have an altar to my god. Are you kidding me? That's so annoying. Get to this room before the fire takes over. Okay. Lots of gold in this level. Hopefully we can find a shop soon to make use of it. I am no longer corroded. I was corroded from the jelly. Yeah, this is dungeon level 5. Playing a berserker, so the early game is a little bit, we can move a little bit faster, a little more confidence. It's a zombie frog, yikes. Area. Some mushrooms and shrubbery. Huh, okay. Oh, I should have recognized that was going to happen. It's Crazy Youth again. He's hiding behind some shrubbery and plant life. So he poisoned me, but I am pretty high health, so I should be able to rest it off. Yep. Okay, good. Let's regain the health, and I guess we can take the quarterstaff of chaos, but I don't know if it's actually worth using as a berserker or not. So the whole level's explored. I can't get to the bottom corner of that room where the altars were all teleport to the altars where it was, but that's fine. We can go downstairs. Okay, here is Kao Keka. Oh, it's our Minotaur Berserker from the last game. Maybe last game? Game before that? I don't know. Either way. Let's Berserk. Wow. Our previous version is definitely stronger than us. I can't use a potion. I need to run away for a second to get my Berserk to wear off. Let's drink a potion of heal wounds. That's not gonna do it. What do we have? Anything we can use? Let's read this and see if it's a teleport of, or potion of scroll of teleport. It's not. It's scroll of amnesia. So I just sat and took damage for a while. Let's try reading a different scroll. Nope. It was a scroll of noise, which just created a bunch of noise. So I feel like noise is like the scroll that will punish you the most, as far as this like theory that I have of having duplicates of something is a good thing. I tend to have a lot of scrolls of identify. I have had scrolls of teleport, number of scrolls of teleport some levels or some runs, but I have also had runs where I'll have 3 of a scroll and it's a scroll of noise, which just sits there and creates a bunch of noise, attracts monsters, and does nothing for like 2 turns. So kind of annoying, but yeah, thanks for stopping by, Cynthia Kitty. I normally stream on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Nethack is my normal game, but I've been playing some other roguelikes recently, so I also actually need to stop for the night here, so that will be our last run for tonight. Got some interesting runs of Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup, and let's take a quick look and see if I had anything interesting. Oh, the whip was cursed, so I'm glad I didn't try to use that. The quarterstaff is +4. Maybe I should have given that a shot. But we weren't doing great. We hadn't really found any good armor, except for that one piece of leather armor, which is only leather anyway. Scrolls-wise, was there anything we could have found there? I did have a scroll of teleportation that could have been used to get away, but not great. Potions-wise, we did have a potion of curing, but nothing else was particularly useful there, so that's fine. It was still our second best run, so that's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I need to stop for the night. If you haven't tuned in before, you can follow here on Twitch at soda_culture. You can look us up on YouTube. Just search for Nethack Nights. There's a playlist I have on there that gives you all of the episodes in order, but you can also subscribe to my channel, more like BooTube. Follow on Twitter, Nethack_Nights. I announce when the stream goes live, and the Tumblr blog has some old episodes summaries, which I have not kept up to date recently. But yeah, Tuesdays and Thursday nights from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope you'll come join me soon. I'm gonna try another game out next week. Still gonna take a look at the inventory on Steam and see what I have as far as roguelikes go. But it's interesting to try out these different games and think about what I like and don't like about Nethack and other games. So thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, keep hacking those nets, keep crawling that dungeon stone soup, and yeah, be seeing you.